Welcome to the Shreveport Connection with Tommy. This video is on your SmackDown live and your superstar, not superstars, but WWE main event spoilers. But first, I did get birthdays for this one. Unlike Raw, I did not. Late J.C. Bailey, aka Joseph Carl Bailey Jr., was born on August 23rd, 1983, died at age 27 on August 30th, 2010. The hardcore style wrestler suffered a brain aneurysm in his sleep that was triggered by multiple concussions and brain trauma. Vincent Kennedy McMahon turned 71 years old today, the 24th. Rocky Johnson, born named Wade Bowles, turned 72 years old. Shoichi Funaki turned 48 years old. Advertised dark main event match from SmackDown Live was John Cena, Dean Ambrose, and Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins, Bray Wyatt, and AJ Styles. Oh, it was advertised. Well, let's see if that happened at the end of this video. Here's Dolph Ziggler's new segment for this week's episode, Kennedy Nation on Fox Business. Sheamus is currently in Magnolia State of Mississippi filming the Atone film that comes out in 2017. He tweeted the following from the set. As previously mentioned, Sheamus versus Cesaro in match 2 of their Best of 7 series has been announced for next Monday's Raw from Houston. And I'll show you a picture of that. WWE's first ever Universal Champion Finn Balor, who relinquished the title 24 hours after becoming the inaugural Raw exclusive World Champion on Monday Night's Raw show, underwent surgery to repair his torn labrum in Alabama on Tuesday evening. Show you a picture of that. Balor took to social media also to post a photo of himself during the operation, which you can view there, like I'm showing you, including with the photo there was a caption I didn't get, where Balor pointed out that he does in great detail in the new interview with WWE.com released Tuesday evening of him backstage moments before forfeiting the title, and then again afterwards, where he was emotional when talking about his roller coaster ride pay-per-view calendar. The roller coaster ride the past couple of days, which included flying his parents in from Ireland to be at his first WWE main roster pay-per-view, positioned as the number two event of the year on WWE's annual pay-per-view calendar. No less, where he was becoming the first ever Universal Champion. According to sources, Finn Balor is already in Birmingham, and you can see from the photos he did have the surgery. Balor had surgery to repair his torn labrum that he suffered at SummerSlam. This time is expected to miss 4 to 6 months. More definitive timeline for return will be revealed once surgery is complete. Despite the severity of the injury, the news stemming from the operation was mostly positive, as the doctor pointed out that other than the injury being worse than originally believed, Balor's surgery was a success. Prognosis is excellent, he said. We were able to fix it all and put it back where it came from. I'm anticipating him be back at full speed. With no updates regarding the time frame of his recovery following the discovery of the injury being worse than originally believed, it would appear that likely Balor will still be able to make his return in 4 to 6 months. Again, go to the photo. Jesse Godderz from TNA will be returning to Big Brother on CBS on Friday night this coming week. He'll be taking part in Big Brother County Fair competition, Dunk the Hump. This is Godderz's third appearance on Big Brother this season. It sounds like DC Carter hasn't been around much at this month's Impact tapings. PW Insider reports that Carter was not at the last few TV tapings after missing the previous set of tapings due to being on a 2-week vacation in Africa. James Storm may be out on the way out of TNA. At one of last week's Impact tapings, Storm cut a promo about backstage BS in TNA, making him want to go elsewhere. PW Insider now reports confirm that Storm did, in fact, miss most of this week, most of the Impact tapings, but it was due to a pre-approved vacation and not contract BS, and explained on TV. This further adds to speculation that Storm teasing his departure is just a storyline. At James Storm brand, due to some things that happened this Thursday on Impact Wrestling, it seems I can't talk about things yet due to some legal BS. TNA star Drew Galloway recently sat down with former WWE writer Kevin Eck for an interview on Pressbox Online. Galloway, who went under the name of Drew McIntyre in WWE, was released by the company back in 2014, talked about the possibility of returning to the biggest wrestling company in the world. What am I saying? I can't possibly say I'll never go back to WWE, but I can say that I'm very happy right now doing what I'm doing. He said of his current career trajectory. Galloway also talked about Kurt Angle, who he wrestled during Angle's retirement tour. Galloway revealed that it was Kurt Angle's idea to tap out to Galloway during their match because Angle wanted to put over Galloway on his way out. Another quote, when he told me about the match and I said I was going to tap him out, I tried to argue with him, but he was pretty adamant about really wanting to put me over in that way, Galloway revealed. I could never thank him enough for what he's done for me, unquote. You can read the entire interview at this link. El Rey Network issued the following press release to ProWrestling.net on Tuesday regarding the signing of Rey Mysterio. Not to Lucha Libre or Lucha Underground, but wait for it. Well, Rey Mysterio, wrestling champion and star of El Rey's network Lucha Libre wrestling series, Lucha Underground, has signed a one-year first-look deal with El Rey Network. Under this deal, Mysterio will render exclusive first-look and development series services to El Rey Network. Mysterio joined El Rey Network's Lucha Underground during the second season and will appear in the upcoming third season, premiering on El Rey Network on September the 7th. Rey Mysterio's incredible talent extends far beyond the ring, said El Rey Network president and GM Daniel Tibbetts. Quoted by saying he is creative and collaborative and has a keen eye for great entertainment. Rey embodies the El Rey Network brand, and we are thrilled to expand our relationship with him, unquote. International superstar Rey Mysterio Jr. is a 25-year ring veteran and decorated champion in multiple North American wrestling organizations. Mysterio's lightning-fast offense brought Lucha Libre to mainstream American audience for one of the first times ever. Around the world, fans and luchadors alike consider Mysterio their idol, and he is considered one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. Mysterio was trained by the Mexican professional wrestler Rey Mysterio Sr., who is also his uncle and one of the top stars and promoters of the sport through the 70s and 80s storyline. A three-time world champion, having held the World Heavyweight Championship twice and the WWE Championship once, Mysterio made his professional debut at the age of 14. He is also a AAA Hall of Famer and captured the Lucha Libre World Cup in May of 2015, leading his trio tag team to victory in a tournament against other three tag teams representing wrestling talent and organizations from around the world. Mysterio also, under Lucha Underground Trio Champion in 2016, possibly being discussion of Rey Mysterio animated series on El Rey Network at one point when he was still within WWE. I'm not sure if that's back in play yet, or if the network has other projects in mind. New season of Lucha Underground is already in the can and will be premiering next month. Longtime pro wrestler George Gray, who wrestled as One Man Gang and Akeem from WWE, has launched a GoFundMe page due to a horrific flood. Yes, the state of Louisiana. And even President Obama was in the state, as well as Donald Trump. Hillary Clinton, no show. What have you? So he goes on back to One Man Gang. Quotes by saying, "Thankfully, though our son was house sitting while I was in Georgia doing a meet and greet signing, and he was able to save all cats, 2 dogs, and a lizard." As he wrote, "However, almost everything my wife and I ever owned was ruined. All the beds, couches, appliances, electronics, clothes, basically everything in the entire house was destroyed while being submerged for 3 days underwater. A lifetime of wrestling memorabilia, wrestling videos, and family albums were among the most irreplaceable. Like most in our area, FEMA had declared our neighborhood a no-flood zone. And like most, we didn't have flood insurance. Our home insurance said that they cover zero zip nada of the damages. Any help you can give to get us back on our feet and our home livable again would be most appreciative. Thanks for your support. Contribute to his account here, GoFundMe.com/21BN0US. He also included a photo of the wreckage of his possessions that are now sitting on his front lawn. It's a sad story, and it would be great if fans who could afford to make a contribution rally behind him and his family by helping him raise $50,000. Even a simple acknowledgement of his GoFundMe page on social media would be helpful. That's why I posted it on my videos here for you. A big thanks to Dave Willis for bringing this to my attention. And this was on Twitter and on one of the dirt sheets. Well, what you all been waiting for? Spoiler time. Main event. Number 1, report. Eric Rowan defeated Rhino. Zack Ryder and Mojo Rawley, the Hype Brothers, defeated Evolve Villains. Second report, a little bit more in detail. Zach Zimmerman attended SmackDown Live in Uncasville, Connecticut, and sent the following report on the main event taping. Dark match, Kane squashed independent wrestler Alex Reynolds. And the taping, Eric Rowan defeated Rhino. Rowan's singles music is back. He won with a spin kick and full Nelson slam. Hype Brothers defeated Evolve Villains. Fun little match. The Bros won with a spinebuster Rough Rider combo. SmackDown pre-show link. You can go to that to watch it. SmackDown opening video promoting new belts. And I'll also post a picture of that as well. Right there behind me, or right there in front of you on the screen. Again, for that. And a link for Daniel Bryan's announcing the tag team belts. Link for you. Women's SmackDown belt on Twitter. And in announcing the tag team belts. SmackDown opened up with AJ Styles entering the SmackDown locker room and telling other wrestlers that he is now the face that runs the place. He puts on Cena's headband. Then makes fun of Dolph Ziggler for losing to Ambrose on Sunday. Ziggler jumps up and hits AJ with some right hands. And then they're separated almost immediately. Cena on the pay-per-view took off his band around his muscle there and just dropped it in the middle of the ring. Like he's leaving wrestling or something. Okay. Build a backyard to be proud of. No, same thing. That had nothing to do. Did. Several members of the SmackDown roster were in the ring along with 2 title belts. Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan come out to announce the new title belts. Bryan announced the new SmackDown Women's Championship, which is a blue and white belt. Shane McMahon announced that they will also be crowning new SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Both titles will be awarded at Backlash. Heath Slater interrupted from the crowd on a mic and makes his way to the ring. Slater complains that Bryan and McMahon keep taking his opportunities away from him. Slater says he can get any tag team partner he wants to go after the new SmackDown titles. Bryan says if Slater can find a partner by the end of the night, they can enter the tournament next week. McMahon says that the only way Slater will get a spot on the roster is if he wins the entire tournament. Slater tells them they won't regret it and goes off to look for a partner. AJ Styles interrupts next to complain to McMahon and Bryan, but Ziggler attacks him from behind. Shane instructs the wrestlers in the ring to break up the brawl. We go to commercial. Becky Lynch defeated Alexa Bliss. Natalya and Naomi were at ringside for this one. After several minutes of back and forth action, Alexa took control of the match after a kick to the head. Becky hit a flying clothesline in the corner, but Alexa was able to come back with a sunset flip for a 2 count. They ran the ropes and Becky got Alicia in the disarmer out of nowhere for the win. It's supposed to be Alexa. Misprinted by the reporter. Slater in the back on the hunt for a tag team partner. He approaches The Miz, and The Miz seems pleased, but then is revealed that he's been talking to someone on his Bluetooth headset instead of Slater. He takes it off and Slater walks away to keep looking. Usos defeated the Ascension. Ascension immediately goes off the offense after the opening bell rang. Connor hit a shoulder block off the middle rope, followed by a running clothesline in the corner on Jimmy. The Ascension members used frequent tags to stay in control over Jimmy. Jay got the hot tag and hits a splice off the top rope on Victor for a near fall. Jay followed up with a super kick and a Samoa drop. Connor interfered and got super kicked out by Jimmy, who followed up with a suicide dive on Connor on the outside. Back inside the ring, Jay hit a super kick and a splash off the top rope for the win. Top turnbuckle, I should say. AJ Styles was out to the ring next. He calls out Dolph Ziggler for being jealous of what he did at SummerSlam. AJ tells the crowd that they don't have to be Cena fans anymore. They can now be AJ Styles fans. AJ says he should be the number 1 contender for the world title. Ziggler comes out and is held back by the referees. Daniel Bryan comes out and says AJ and Dolph seem like they want to fight. The crowd chants yes, and Daniel says tonight they're going to fight. He says the winner gets a title shot. Nikki Bella versus Carmella. Before the match, Renee Young tries to interview Nikki, but Carmella attacked from behind. Referee separated them, and it looks like this one is a no contest. Randy Orton came out to address the loss at Sunday's SummerSlam. Orton says he's not happy with how the match ended, and that he'll cross paths with Lesnar again. The lights cut out, and Bray Wyatt makes his way out to interrupt. Bray sits at ringside with a mic and mocks Orton for losing. Bray says Orton is just a man, but Wyatt is a god who could never die. Bray says Orton will find out all about him in time. The lights cut out, and Wyatt disappears. Backstage segment, Shane McMahon says his sister Stephanie probably won't take Brock Lesnar's attack on him seriously. He says Stephanie only fined Brock Lesnar $500 for Lesnar's attack on him at SummerSlam. Shane says the beef between him and Lesnar is far from over. Heath Slater is in the locker room trying to recruit Arn Anderson and his tag team partner, but Anderson declines. Anderson says he is a tag team specialist, but says he even can't help Slater. It's Arn Anderson. Slater sits down and looks defeated, but Rhino taps him on the shoulder from behind and says he'll be his partner They shake hands and get ready. American Alpha defeated Breezango. American Alpha dominated early on in the match with double team moves. Gable worked on Breeze until Fandango dropped Gable behind the referee's back to turn the tides. Jordan caught Fandango when he came off the top rope with a belly-to-belly overhead suplex. Then dropped Breeze with another suplex. Jordan climbed the turnbuckle, but Breeze super kicked him for a near fall. Gable took Fandango to the floor while Jordan and Breeze faltered out in the ring. Breeze went for a super kick, but Jordan hit another belly-to-belly suplex. Then tagged in Gable for the grand amplitude for the win. American Alpha advanced in the tag team title tournament. Dean Ambrose came down from the casino area and says he's going to watch Ziggler versus Styles tonight. AJ Styles defeated Dolph Ziggler in your main event. As Ambrose joined the commentary at ringside for this one to start the match, Ziggler started off aggressive and controlled the opening moments of the match. Ziggler took AJ to the outside and beat him down around the ringside. But back inside the ring, he missed a splash in the corner, and AJ was able to take control. AJ hit a roundhouse kick to the head of Ziggler. They continued to working on Dolph with rights and chops. AJ took things to the outside to whip Ziggler into the ring steps. Then Ziggler, an arm lock, back inside the ring. Ziggler starts coming back with right hands and then drops AJ with a big drop kick. Dolph hit a splash in the corner, then followed up with a neck breaker and an elbow drop for close to 2 count. AJ got Ziggler on the shoulder again and spins him around for a backbreaker over his knee. AJ goes to follow up with a springboard 450 splash off the top rope springboard. No. But Ziggler rolls out of the way and he hits a tornado DDT for a near fall. Ziggler goes for a super kick, but AJ blocked it. Dolph escaped the Styles Clash attempt, then dropped AJ with a zigzag for another 2 count. AJ avoided another super kick and then successfully hits the Styles Clash for the win. After the match, AJ gets in Dean Ambrose's face at ringside. AJ knocks Ambrose's headset off, and Ambrose gets in his face. The referee gets in between them both, and AJ walks to the back as SmackDown goes off the air. Dark match main event result with pictures and a video at this link as well. A fan from Roman Reigns fan site. Let's see the finish as Dean wins for his team with dirty deeds, as everyone gets finishers on each one of them more than once. I think like twice on different members. Well, and that concludes my video and spoilers for this week. And thanks again. Peace out. See you. If you don't know, just comment, brothers and sisters.